Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to vlog number 79, a special Sunday edition. And today I'm recording this vlog because I had a great conversation and discussion with a very special Academy member. Here he is, Goran Gadjanov.
I'm gonna put your goggles because you're
Hold
missing
on,
them
hold on.
today.
Let's see, where are they? I gotta take them out of the case.
Blue light is going to kill you today. You're
That's
you're
right.
done. You're
Blue light is my arch nemesis.
now you're protected.
Oh,
How
that's
you
funny.
doing today, Brian?
Yes, sir. Well, so today we had an outstanding call where Goran just gave me a massive amount of input on delivery because he's a delivery master and is crushing it with his agency, which is going to hit 10K in no time flat. And basically,
Excellent.
through the community, which is one thing that's really important that I want to mention here, you're able to create so many meaningful relationships that are just so helpful. And yeah, I mean, it's been just invaluable to have the acquaintanceship with Goran, and today's call was great. We were able to discuss a lot of things, kind of straighten out. You kind of gave me great input on onboarding and also how to design pages and run ads properly. And to go over the rest of the vlogs, don't keep you guys for too long. This is pretty much it for work. Only a little bit of mindset training, so basically nothing. Health and sleep has been on track and going well. Been resting well. It's been a great rest day today. And that's pretty much all for that. As it is a special edition, there's going to be no breakdown from 2.4. And that is a full summary. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting back on track on Monday. And as I discussed with Goran, the pledge that I made to him, and then also to all of you guys, is that for this upcoming week, I'm going to bury myself in service delivery as deeply as possible because now it's the time to deliver. And I've been really inspired by our conversation today to just make sure that I nail it down. So that's going to be the primary goal for Monday through Friday. I'm going to switch completely from sales and polarize myself to delivery for the meantime. And that's the plan. So yes, indeed. Any reflections you want to add, Goran?
I'm just I spaced out for a moment. I was listening to you and just my mind wandered. Uh, what would be your 2.4 topic for today if I wasn't here? What did I ruin
Okay.
today?
Yes, sir. All
That
righty. Talking
that's
about,
that's that's why I ask you. Like, what are you not talking about?
yeah, yeah. How the A players flip their floor, where they hold an average for a
Mm,
lengthy period of time, figure out how to improve their mindset, and then essentially flip that so that their new ceiling, or the new floor is their previous ceiling. And essentially, the contrast between how the average person slightly trends downward or slightly trends upward. Most people live plateaued in that sense. But then the A players, they actually have a point where they can so strongly shift their mindset that they just find something that's so painful they cannot tolerate it. And then that's how you consistently reinvent yourself because that new painful floor becomes a permanent standard rather than an oscillatory peak. And then Charlie illustrates that with his own ceiling and floor 2 to 5K, average of 3,500 a month, and then boom, 5 to 15, average of 10K, and then boom, 15 to 45, average of 30, and then boom, 80 to 200, 140K. And then he actually shows and plots Charlie V1 at 18 versus V2, making 10K at like 19, 20, V3 making 30 to 30 plus at 21, and then V4, 22, 23, up to 200K a month. That is the progression. That's the exact progression that we ourselves can follow if we properly embody the principles in 2.4 and apply them. And it's the key to our success and
mm.
reinventing ourselves to become the becoming self.
That's a good topic, and now at the right time because I changed my workbook. I made a 1.1 version recently, and tomorrow I'm gonna start doing it because I was waiting for this. I was traveling during the weekend, so I was not there. I changed it towards. I used a lot of childish things in the first one, and I did not feel it like it's mine and myself, and I was not emotionally into that. So what I did now is I put a lot of my emotions, my personal, some even a lot of anger in it, Like I don't want to eat crap anymore. I'm not that NPC guy, like
Yeah.
normal person that eats crap and like degrades himself. Like no, like I'm angry about it, you know.
Yes.
So it's it's interesting like how eight players are doing that, and like I'm looking forward to try to do it with a different approach, with more emotional approach. That just when I want to eat something bad, for example, like I'm just gonna get angry about myself and not wanna be like normal guy, and like
Yes,
for
indeed.
everything like that. To try to put anger to protect my new standards, as to
Right.
say. What do you think about that?
That embodies the principle of making it so painful you can't fall underneath it. Because if you become so furious about something that you know you can't break the standard, that is how you create that new floor. So I think it's a perfect way to harness something, to leverage it and place it as a barrier for you to fall underneath the floor. Makes complete sense.
Yeah, and I was mad with myself, at myself, however you say it. My English sucks sometimes with grammar, but I somehow got the I'm start to be that guy that's it's hard for me to say no to people, to a lot of stuff,
Yep.
and if it creeped in that I didn't notice. Like I was a guy, like I checked the phone number in the, I mean my phone in the morning and in the evening, and I don't care about it. Like if I'm meditating and I see the phone, like how do you call it? It vibrates. I will say I don't give a fuck. I meditate. But lately, I was like, I need to check who is it,
Hmm.
who it is, stuff like that. And it created to me that it's hard to say no to a lot of stuff. People are calling me outside just to have a normal talk. I say yes to all. And it's distracting me quite a lot. And that's why I'm mad about right now. So I need to be mad at people saying no all of the time. And thank you for sharing that. You remind me that tomorrow I'm starting with the new workbook.
That's
Hope it's
right.
gonna be successful.
That's great. I also have to remind myself to set some of those standards, especially with the amount of work that both of us are doing on an agency level. It's really important to guard our time. And I definitely find myself a lot not being disciplined enough for the new standard I pose just to make other people happy. And of course, we need to prioritize what the greatest, what produces the most good, what advances ourselves and other people the most, which of course is being consistent in work. I think that's a great point. And for me personally, I think I relate to it more on a standpoint of ego than anger, where I think about it where I have a new image of myself that I want to present to people in an honest way, and I feel like I would be a hypocrite if I didn't. So like I kind of try to gaslight myself or tell people, this is who I am. I work this amount of time. And then if I don't
Yeah,
do it, it's like this is out of accord with what I present myself to be, and I want to keep those things matched. So I kind of tried to line it up with how I act and how I act with how I speak about myself, and keep raising the bar.
that's a good way to think about it. And I probably think about the same, but I just call it anger.
Yes,
probably,
yes, indeed.
probably I was angry at myself because I was not able to do it.
Sure.
And for me, breaking these standards, it's hard because often I just forget about
Yeah.
it. And, I wake up so excited about the work that I have to do, and sometimes I just forget to track how, like, to put that Pomodoro session, and just put when I start working or whatever like that. Just how I because I'm excited to start working,
Yes.
and my biggest struggle is just to remember that I'm doing that new standard. know. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Probably maybe the anger will help me. If not, I'm gonna try some other way.
Well, I think that it is great that you actually are super excited to start working. I mean, I can definitely see that you've got that part of the mindset dialed in, which is great. And I mean, if you become Stockholm syndrome to the work, how can you fail? Because you're just going to have to keep iterating, because you're just going to keep putting time into it. So,
True.
and I should definitely keep in mind the Pomodoro idea. Sometimes I flip in and out of deep work, and I need to kind of set standards for how I do it. and that just counts a admin task as deep work. Maybe even have 2 tiers on my tracker. But yes, good thoughts on that too.
All
So
right.
yes, really good to have you on the vlog. Who knows, someday we'll have our own pieces of content for our clients and a channel that might start taking off. This is just kind of practice, you know, on the
And
grind,
just
putting out the good content.
as the last words, we were totally, or I said it. Oh man, improvising this, no scripts, no nothing. So if we were helpful to anyone, I'll be a happy guy.
There you go.
That'd be one good thing today. And
Yes,
thanks for
indeed.
watching, guys. Whoever
Thanks
it
for
is.
watching.